Many drivers still believe that slipping their car into neutral while coasting downhill helps save gas. Maybe you've heard someone say, it uses less fuel if the engine's not working as hard. It sounds logical. The car's rolling freely, so you must be saving fuel, right? Well, that might have been true decades ago, but in today's cars, that old trick doesn't just fail to save gas, it can actually waste more fuel and even reduce your control and safety. Let's break down where this idea came from, how modern engines handle fuel, and what really helps you stretch every drop of gas. Back in the day, think cars from the 1970s and earlier, most vehicles had carbureted engines. These systems mixed fuel and air mechanically, not electronically. When you coasted in gear with your foot off the gas, the carburetor still delivered a small amount of fuel to keep the engine running. But if you shifted to neutral, the engine dropped to idle and used slightly less fuel. So yes, coasting in neutral once made sense, but that was before modern engine management systems came along. Today, every car uses engine control units that manage fuel flow with incredible precision. Here's the big change. Modern engines completely cut off fuel flow when you lift your foot off the accelerator while still in gear. That's right. If you're going downhill or slowing down in gear, your car may be using zero fuel. The engine stays turning because the wheels are driving it, not the other way around. Once you shift to neutral, though, the ECU must burn a bit of fuel to keep the engine idling, typically between zero point 0.2 and zero point 0.5 gallons per hour. So, paradoxically, coasting in neutral actually makes the engine use more fuel than staying in gear. When you're coasting in gear, fuel cutoff is active and the wheels keep the engine turning, meaning fuel use is essentially zero. When you're coasting in neutral, a small amount of fuel is used to keep the engine idling independently. In short, no, putting your car in neutral does not save gas. It does the opposite in most modern vehicles. If you're driving an older carbureted car, very rare today, the difference might have been worth it decades ago. But for modern vehicles, whether manual or automatic, the fuel cutoff system already does the saving for you. Automatic transmissions in particular are designed to stay efficient when coasting, and shifting in and out of neutral can even confuse the transmission control system or cause extra wear over time. For manual transmissions, it's mechanically possible to coast in neutral, but again, you lose engine braking and control, and you're not saving fuel. Hybrids and electric vehicles take this even further. Hybrids use regenerative braking to recharge the battery when you lift off the gas, a process that doesn't happen in neutral. Electric vehicles don't have an idle at all. Lifting your foot off the accelerator is already the most efficient coasting you can do. Fuel aside, coasting in neutral can make driving less safe. When your car's in neutral, you lose engine braking, meaning your car can speed up faster downhill. You can't accelerate instantly if you need to avoid a hazard. On slippery roads, you have less control over traction and stability. In some regions, coasting in neutral, especially downhill, is actually illegal for safety reasons. Keeping your car in gear gives you better control, smoother deceleration, and quicker response in emergencies. If you want real fuel savings, skip the neutral trick and focus on proven habits. Smooth acceleration helps. Gentle starts save more fuel than quick bursts. Maintaining steady speeds also helps, and using cruise control on highways when it's safe can improve consistency. Proper tire pressure reduces rolling resistance, so keep tires inflated to the recommended level. Lighten the load by removing unnecessary cargo, since extra weight burns extra fuel. Finally, plan ahead so you can anticipate stops and coast in gear rather than braking hard. These small habits can easily save you 10 to 15% on fuel without sacrificing control or safety. Comparing old cars to modern cars shows how much technology has changed. Older carbureted engines didn't cut off fuel when coasting in gear, while modern fuel-injected systems do. In the past, cars in neutral use slightly less fuel than those in gear, but in modern cars, coasting in neutral actually uses slightly more. In both eras, coasting in neutral reduced control and safety, but today, staying in gear is not only safer but also the most fuel-efficient option available. Putting your car in neutral to save gas is an old myth that doesn't hold up with today's technology. Modern fuel systems are smart enough to stop burning fuel entirely when you're coasting in gear, something carbureted engines could never do. So, if you want to drive efficiently and safely, keep it in gear, drive smoothly, and let your car's computer do the fuel saving work.